Hi there, hi, good afternoon everyone. This is Liz Davis. I am a nutritionist and I specialise in digestive health for busy women. So I help busy women fix their IBS, bloating, heartburn, painful digestion, and kind of associated hormone problems or chronic fatigue, etc. And I do this with state-of-the-art gut testing, hormone testing, blood testing, whatever we need to use. And then dietary and lifestyle upgrades to get things ticking over nicely for you again. So I was just going to do a quick rundown all about bloating. It's a super common problem. Loads of people have it, either to a greater or lesser extent. Sometimes it's barely noticeable, not bothersome at all. Sometimes it's absolutely horrendous. So I was just going to do a rundown of 6 reasons you may have bloating, and then 4 things you can do to take some action and try and alleviate it for yourself at home. So quite often bloating is something that clients will have when I first start seeing them. Either it's their main symptom or it's something that maybe they've got lots of symptoms, of which bloating is certainly playing a part and really aggravating things, and it can sometimes be quite painful as well. So just to say, if you do have bloating and you can't get rid of it, you don't know what's going on there, then absolutely do go and pop along to your GP and just see if they can find out anything from their end first. But if not, it could be, if there's nothing there, it could be one of these following reasons. So firstly, you could be not breaking down carbohydrates and sugars very well. This can be down to a lack of enzymes. Can be causing that problem. So if you've tried, for example, something like the low FODMAP diet, this takes those harder to digest carbohydrates out of your diet and can make you feel a bit better temporarily, though it is only a temporary solution, and not something I would certainly recommend doing long term, because it takes out so many beneficial foods from your diet. Much better is to try and establish why you can't digest certain carbohydrates. As I say, it could be enzymes, could be something going on further on down your digestive tract as well. So secondly, along the same lines, it could be poor protein digestion. Again, this can be down to low enzymes, can be down to low stomach acid. So you end up with big chunks of protein going through your system, which then get broken down by bacteria and create all this bloating, which is not ideal, can be very painful. So again, enzyme, stomach acid could be something like that. Next up, number 3 is disturbances in your gut microbiome. So maybe you've got too many bad bacteria, not enough good bacteria. Maybe the bad bacteria is flourishing and there are some awful symptoms that can go along with this. So certain bacterial species are notorious for causing bloating and releasing various kinds of gases as well, which can be very painful for you. Looking at candida and other yeasts can cause bloating. Certainly that's another kind of notorious thing to be looking out for. Next up is food allergies and intolerances. If you suspect certain foods are problematic for you, normally with bloating it's going to be stuff like gluten, dairy, as I say, the high FODMAP foods. But you can just remove it from your diet for a couple of weeks and see if that helps you. And then when you reintroduce it, if the symptoms return, then you know that food is a problem for you. Again, I wouldn't go overboard with taking foods out of your diet. It's normally if it kind of gets to the point where you take a food out and then it relieves your symptoms for a little while and then they start to come back. At that point, it's going to be worth looking further into why this is happening and getting to the root cause of why your digestive system isn't processing these foods effectively. Next up, dehydration. You may have noticed if you've had a night out, maybe you've had salty snacks or some alcohol or what have you, then you tend to get a bit bloated the day after. That's all down to dehydration too. That certainly is playing a part. So get some water on board, and the more water, it seems counterintuitive to pour more water into an already bloated situation, but it can really help to smooth things along and get things moving a bit faster. Next up is a biggie, SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. A huge cause of bloating, very, very painful bloating, and it's that kind of bloating that starts off not too bad in the morning and gets worse and worse and worse as the day wears on, and can make your clothes feel quite tight. So you can find out if you've got SIBO by testing. So you can, a couple of tests we can use which can tell us whether or not you have bloating going on. So what can you do about it though? That's the main thing. So firstly, I would be aiming for 25 to 30 grams of fibre a day, which is quite hard to picture, but you will know you're hitting this target really if your diet contains a lot of things like fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, lentils, chickpeas, etc. So if your diet looks like that, then you can probably rest assured that you're getting plenty of fibre on board. If it doesn't look like that, that's probably a good place to start. Although I would say don't increase your fibre intake too drastically and suddenly, because that can really aggravate you, especially if your stomach and your intestines are very, very sensitive. So again, if that's happened to you, you want more advice, then do get in touch. I can help you with that. Next up, probiotics. You may want to try a probiotic. That could help you because it could help rebalance your microbiome. However, if you have something like SIBO, it can end up aggravating things. So if things are quite bad, then definitely I would be looking into testing to find out if that's an issue for you before you go aggravating anything. A good one, certainly have lots of herbs and spices on hand. Chamomile is really lovely to not only relax you, but it's also very good for gut health, eliminating excess gas, etc. Can be quite helpful for that. Just have 2 or 3 cups in quick succession normally is very kind of soothing and beneficial. Ginger as well, notorious for helping with all things digestion related. Lastly, certainly try and reduce your stress. Stress makes anything digestion related 10 times worse. So you could do yourself a lot of favors by, maybe trying journaling, walking in nature, or meditation, tapping, anything like that, which can help you bring those stress levels down. Is going to be really beneficial for any kind of bloating you've got as well. Okay, I hope you found that useful. If you did, do like and share, and there's links to book a call with me in the comments. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.